ready to do chores this morning. I think the goats are ready to eat. I do have 3 does out here that I separated last night, so probably going to milk them before they go back into their kids. Would really like having extra goat milk. I can find the tripod. Here it is. Good morning, Peter. How's it going? Still cold here. Indiana spring. Always a great guessing game. You never know what kind of weather you're gonna get. Egg. I hear you. Good girl, Meg. Meg is a sweetheart. Really need to buy some more fight back. This can has more in it. More paper towels. It's so windy there. Wow. So is it really flat where you are? I've never been to Colorado outside of Denver Airport, which is a really big airport, crazy big. Oh man, put your foot down. Good man. She's upset because Tiny's over here eating her feed. I'm sorry, Nutmeg. Goats don't like when they are on the milk stand and another goat comes up and eats their feed. Nutmeg is not usually one that I hand milk. I feel like she's holding milk back for her kid. Because normally you empty the tea, it fills right back up. Nutmeg, stop. Okay, can you calm down? Nutmeg. I'm gonna give her some animal crackers. Her udder is one that I don't really love because it's tilted forward. It wasn't coated when we had her appraised for tilting. Yes, I'm milking. Don't drink all the milk. Nutmeg's baby is 8 weeks old, so he is old enough now to be weaned. That doesn't mean that he's getting weaned right now, but he can definitely afford to share some milk with some of the smaller babies. He is like almost 25 pounds, which for a Nigerian is big. I'm not going to empty her out completely because she's not very enjoyable to milk because of the way the tilt. The udder's tilted. I know, ma'am. You are free to go. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get Tiny. Goodness gracious, what a loud baby. Whose child is that? Tiny. Tiny. We're not doing this today. Come on, let's go. Come on. You go up the ramp. You are 7 years old. Come up the ramp. Let's go. Come on. So, I really made a mistake when I first got these Nigerians of not milking them regularly because they just never got to the point where they made it easy. So now with our younger ones, we have them out in the milk much more often. And look at what a pretty udder that is. absolute stinker when it comes to most things. She doesn't cooperate. The entire reason that I ended up with her, I think, is because she's uncooperative. When I first bought the Nigerian does from the breeder. Good morning, Mom. Hi, Abby. Hi, Paul Bones. Hi, Abraham. Hi, Sarah Tate. Hi, Raghav. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I'm saying that wrong. Or right. It's dog. Oh, it's a goat. Goats, yes. This is a goat. This is a Nigerian dwarf. This is a mini breed. The only mini dairy breed. Tiny really loves animal crackers, and she's very full, which makes her very hard to milk. So I'm going to get the milk that's eating out. But her milk back off. She has 2 doe kids, so they are younger. There's some of the youngest that I have. They were born February 19th, so she was separated overnight, but I'm going to leave milk for the kids. I've noticed this year with her having 2 doe kids instead of bucks that she has remained in better condition, I think because they're eating less. Would you seriously get out of the milk stand? No, we're not doing that. Figure out that they can pull out and leave whenever they want. They will do it every time. No, ma'am. She's not full tight, but this udder compared to her first freshening udder is really pretty to see. And look at the height we have here. It's a very nice height. She's a pretty goat. She is. She's got one of the better memory systems in the herd. At this point now, I have 4 daughters from Tiny, so I am happy about that. Go, man. She might have diarrhea. What is going on with you, Chia? I really don't know what's going on with Chia. She doesn't look very good this year. Doesn't have much milk either. I know, let's bring your foot down to you. Nutmeg, get down. So Nutmeg didn't want to be up here when she was being milked. And now that Chia is being milked, she's okay with getting up here. It's actually, I think, Tiny's kid. While I have her up here, I'm going to give her a few things. Anytime a goat acts off, I give them probiotics. And they really seem to, they kind of like the taste anyway. Oh, mercy, you guys are loud. Get out. I don't know if I have a syringe out here. I have to run in and get a syringe. Just a second. One more second. I don't. I'll be back to you. Oh, you got out, didn't you? I almost never treat a full-grown doe for coccidia, but I went ahead and treated Chia for it because it's been several months and she now has diarrhea, and the way that she looks, and it's not gonna hurt anything. So she's gonna get that in a second. So oh, it's not Meg's baby. Your kid is on screaming, don't they? Why is he so loud? I guess I'll feed the big pen. And then while they're eating, I can put all these does back. There's 4 senior does out. We're really waiting for a dry day so we can clean out the barn, the middle of the barn, that side of the barn. The weather's not been very cooperative here. Oh, thank you, Paul Bones. I like the baby harvesting cars. Yeah, that's what I'm treating her for. I don't know. Maybe if she got too much of one food, but I don't really like the way she's looking this year, so it's not gonna hurt for her to be treated for it. So muddy out. Are you ready for battle multiple press? Hi, Mocha Mocha. You ready to eat? Yes, you are. You're always ready to eat, Mocha. Are you guys gorging on animal crackers? Seriously? Put chips on there. Are you ready to eat, Mocha? Oh. Let's see this. I think the little brother over there is ready to eat too. Today's sunny and windy, 52. 44 right now, but it's supposed to go up to 64. I'm not sure what the temperature is right now. I think it's going to be a high of 52. It's kind of cold this morning. Oh, Mocha. Milk on your eye. Well, this is Juniper's brother that came out, so he's ready for his bottle, but I had to go catch Juniper to give her her bottle. Hopefully the two brothers will be going to their new home this weekend. So Hazel will probably have a bit easier time just keeping up with two doe kids. And they both drink a bottle too, so. You full? He's very sweet. You are so cute. Hi, JB. Good morning. 42 right now. High of 55. Raining. I wonder if you're close to me because I feel like that's similar temperature ranges. Are you full? Do you have your milk mustache? It's not as many animals. Still windy there, Peter. I don't know if you saw, if you said if you live in a flat area or like the mountainous area. How long will they have to be bottle fed? So a lot of people do wean at 8 weeks old, and I have weaned at 8 weeks old. It depends on the kid. Ideally, I will keep my does on milk past 12 weeks because they grow really, really well on milk. And if you're gonna show kids, they do have an advantage by having a larger size from that extra growth. You don't want to go out there and have the scrawniest kid and they're all the same age. Unless, you know, something's weird, you're not going to place well with it. Okay, Pancake, I am sorry to do this, but Frosty really needs some milk. Frosty is one of my runty kids. I don't like having runty kids. If you're going to be up there, you're going to be locked into the headstall. You're not going to bother Pancake. Remy actually loves getting on the milk stand. She's very sweet. Easy only likes to be milked if every condition is perfect. Frosty Miss, where are you? Easy, do you want some animal crackers? Come on. The latch stands on Willow, and then she yanked it and it broke. So now we're going to let her come outside. It's a real headache. No, no, no. Where are you? She knows her job. She's the automatic milk machine. All the kids are like looking so similar. When they get into a bunch, it's hard to pick out which one. Now they're all kind of like close in size. Pancake's very sweet. She's sweeter than Frosty's mom, who no longer lets her drink milk for some reason. So Frosty, she feels like she's been gaining weight recently, but I haven't weighed her. I would like her to be 20 pounds as of last week, but that didn't happen. So after she's done drinking, maybe I'll get a weight on her. So I've been kind of switching between the milk and meat and the meat milk maker from the compact feeds to kind of gauge how much milk they're producing, and I really feel like they're producing more in the milk maker. I'm probably going to switch to that completely. So she's almost 17 pounds, so she's a couple pounds off. She was very tiny when she was born, and she was the third baby of triplets with two brothers that were bigger than her. So it's understandable, but I still don't like it. So I will keep giving her bottles as long as she will drink them, probably. Jennifer, come on, baby. Are you ready for your bottle? put Nutmeg away so her baby could drink, and now her baby actually came out. I guess he was not as desperate for milk as he sounded, even though he was screaming. No, 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 man. Oh, Pancake. Pancake found a bucket of animal crackers. She's a lot like her and Mocha. They're very similar. Oh, Revy. A dog and a cat. Juniper seems kind of shivery this morning. Sometimes when they're like in a big cuddle puddle and then they get out of the cuddle puddle, they're kind of cold. I'm giving her goat's milk, but it kind of cooled down in between milking the first two goats, so I'm going to heat it back up a little bit warmer. I know you're so hungry. She's so sweet. She used to be kind of skittish, but now she's very sweet. The cat is very loving. She cuddles every chance she gets. Aw, you're lucky, JB. Some cats don't like to be cuddled at all. Willow has a girl cat named Patches who showed up at our house one random day. We lived like with cornfields surrounding us. And sometimes she will come up to me and like force me to hold her and pet her, but then the rest of the time she doesn't really want you to hold her. It's only when she is like in the mood to be held. Juniper, your bottle is almost warm. The milk's pretty warm. We're gonna go ahead and feed her. My cat is a rescue second time around. First an old lady got her from a rescue, and then when the old lady had to go to a nursing home, I took it. Aw, that was really sweet of you. In my other house, but it's a small farm. I really wonder how much Juniper weighs. What was Frosty? She was 1710. Should probably write that down. If they're small, that can't always be helped. Sometimes Nigerians are just born so tiny, and they can only eat so much because they're so tiny, so they don't gain weight very fast. But they should be gaining. Oh, that's so sweet, JB. That was really sweet of you to take her in. When I was a teenager, I worked at a pet shelter, and there were so many great cats there. There's always cats looking for homes. Are you full, Miss Juniper? She has quite the milk foam mustache going on. You drank that too fast. Now you're all foamy. Pancake, don't fight Easy. She's due tomorrow. Poor Easy. Pancake decided to pick a fight with her, even though Easy is due tomorrow. And she's big as a house. You're done? Okay. Let's see if Miss Frosty wants any. No, Frosty drank from Pancake, so she is full too. But look at what a cute face. Your face is so cute, Frosty. Little white belly belt. Amber, do you have any siblings in here? I'm getting really tired of Nutmeg's black buckling. He keeps crashing into things. He keeps jumping up on the counter and chewing the ribbons. He is like Dennis the Menace. I think I'll go get Lavender and see if she wants it. Lavender was thirsty. The tan one? He's back here eating my coveralls. You are so bad. You're done, man. So cute. So cute. I think Hazel has some of the cutest babies. They always have like really bright and mischievous eyes. Oh, is it this chocolate one? Is this the one you were talking about? He is very cute. He has blue eyes. He's the only one I've ever had this color. It's kind of a weird chocolatey color. Does Easy still have to have babies? Her due date is tomorrow, Abby. I can't stand the wait anymore. She's huge. She has a ton of colostrum. I did kind of a exciting breeding this year. It's a total outcross. Last year I line bred her. And I'm kind of nervous and excited to see the kids. I feel like it's a very good pairing because Easy doesn't have tight shoulder blades, and she's also kind of lacking fullness at the elbow, and Isaac usually fixes that with his kids. So I'm excited for the kids, but I'm afraid because Isaac usually has a ton of bucks, and I don't want 3 more bucks. I would really, really love a doe kid from her too. Revy only had a week range. She didn't have like a specific due date. So that started on the 22nd. It goes till the 29th. And she is bred to Cuddles. And this year Cuddles has had a ton of doe kids, so I'm really hoping we get a doe from her. That is also a total outcross. Revy actually has a beautiful front end. Miss Revy, are you going to have your babies? I'm tired of waiting. I've been waking up to check on them because I don't want to miss them or them not to get any colostrum or to be cold or not dried off. But it's like they both look like they could have them soon. She's full of milk, but not like tight full. Okay, you need to stop. Oh, midnight. This is midnight. The only solid black doe I've ever had. A Nigerian dwarf. Oberhausleys can be solid black. She has never been shown. I'm excited to show her this year. She's a little overweight though. I was going to give Hazel's kids the pneumonia vaccine to get them ready for their new home this weekend. The thing is that once you open the vial, you have to do 10 doses at once. Get down. This is why everyone is yelling at you. This black viper just won't quit chewing stuff. So I might go grab the pneumonia vaccine and just go ahead and get it over with. I feel like with all of the temperature fluctuations that we've been experiencing here, it wouldn't be a bad idea. See, look, he is like 5 days older than this doe, and look how much bigger he is. He's just an absolute monster. And he's a menace. I got the live trap down. I think I'll try and bait it for the rat. I don't know if the rat will go in it, but I don't know, maybe it will. Do you guys have any ideas of what I can put in to attract? I was thinking maybe like a piece of bread with peanut butter on it. Oh, you're showing some of your baby goats. How fun. I can't wait to see them either. I'm so tired of waiting. Easy is always my most anticipated kidding. She's over there scratching her head. Easy, are you brushing yourself? You're so funny. You heard minks are good at catching rats. I did hear that, and I think there was another animal. Is it a mink or like a weasel or something? We actually caught a mink in a trap because it killed all of our chickens. This was years ago, probably 5 years ago. Killed all the chickens, didn't eat them. I think it just drank the blood. They had one little spot on their neck. We came out and the rabbits were gone. There was a tunnel that the rabbits had made. The mink was dragging a chicken down the tunnel in the middle of the day too, which was very odd. It killed both the rabbits. And the rabbits were pretty large. They were like probably 12 pounds each. And this mink was really small. But they're very ferocious. We actually caught it with that live trap and a can of cat food. I was really surprised to catch it because I read that apparently they're really smart and they don't usually go into live traps. It's not like it didn't have food because it had all the animals that it killed and drug into the tunnel that we weren't able to remove. Like we had picked up all the ones that we could, find. They're crazy creatures. I have never seen one before then. I have never seen one after. And I think they usually live near water, and we weren't even really that close to any water. But I believe they're also very territorial. So we are almost done with March. We have 1 week left of March. And I have quite a bit of hay left, which is always a really great feeling, one that I have not experienced very much in previous years. Since I never had a good spot to store hay, we could just never buy enough. I think this is grass hay. All of this is the alfalfa that I have left. So I've been feeding it to the goats in small doses because a lot of them don't need a bunch of calcium. The milkers get a lot more than the dry does. So I probably have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think there's 10 there, so that's 20. So maybe 23 bales left. And then the grass hay, we have quite a bit left. Last year, I ended up having to buy hay in the middle of the winter, and it was very, very difficult. So last year, I ended up buying probably close to 400 bales altogether. I don't know where my scissors went. Oh, I usually shove them in the side of a hay bale so I can find them. Honestly, I feel like they would be really good at it because the rats have like these tunnels that they go in, and having like a little skinny animal that could run down the tunnel and kill the rat would be amazing. The cat actually has killed 2, but he's not in the barn all the time. He doesn't really like being with the goats because the goats butt at him. And the rats they're pretty smart. They don't just run out when the cat's here. So I have 2 live traps. I'm thinking of setting them both up. So this year I have paid a pretty big range, but we're in the Midwest where luckily hay is cheap compared to a lot of areas of the country. This is a fescue mix. It's a first cutting. It was $4 a bale. I bought a few bales from a guy down the road. It was a very plain grass mix, and it was $3 a bale, but I didn't really love it. The alfalfa hay is 4th cutting. It's beautiful. The goats eat it like candy. And this is $8 a bale. So I ended up buying 120 bales of this. I had bought some orchard grass. It was the first cutting, and like it had been super rainy. the few weeks before that, the guy cut it, I think at the end of May. And I don't think it got all the way dry because when I first brought it home, it smelled really good and they loved it. And then like after about 2 weeks, it was really musty. And so I don't know if it's related, but right after I started feeding that, I got my first case of listeria and it was terrible. So I just put the hay for free. Anybody that wants it for, you know, whoever can use musty hay. Some guy came and got it. He said he was going to feed it to a cow, so. But the orchard grass had like a really thick stem, so I think it probably took longer to dry than the fescue. Because the fescue was cut at the same time, was also a first cutting, and was at the same farm. Yeah, I read of some people getting like Western alfalfa, and it's really, really wild how much they spend on it. Like some of them say like $20 to $30 a bale. I don't know how they're keeping goats with that kind of cost. There's no way I could do that. Bernice, are you get a drink? They are out of their mineral, so I need to go buy more of that. Actually thinking of switching minerals because I've had quite a few hair issues this winter. And I usually have a few does that have chronic hair issues. But these are goats that have never had a problem. They're older, it's not like they're babies. And so I don't know why. So I'm probably going to switch to a different feed, see if that helps, but I'll probably also switch to a different mineral. I think part of it might be that I was using a water filter on the hose, but then when it kept freezing and it was super cold, we couldn't use it. So they were getting city water, and where we live, the water's really hard. Easy, you better not be fighting people with your due date tomorrow. Look at her. Hi, Husan, Zafar Goat Farm. You have 10 goats. How cool. Well, thanks for being here. Look at this big kid in the barrel. That is Beauty. Her full name is American Beauty. It's kind of a throwback to a goat that's further back in the line. Yeah, see, we do have one for the house, but that doesn't come out to the barn. So during the summer, when I'm using the filter consistently, I feel like they all look really good. But they're also getting like a ton of fresh forage then. They're getting fresher hay. They're not in the barn as much. So we'll probably switch back to using the water filter, but I don't know. Some of their hair does not look good to me. Crumble, why do you always want out? Let's see the turkey. The turkey's been kind of grouchy lately. I don't know if she misses her friend or what. Hi, turkey. Are you gonna sit down? She really likes being petted. Can she get out? Yes, they go in and out all the time, but she's a stinker. I threw hay in there, so she jumped in and stood on it. What are you doing? Why are you all hunched down? Oh no, the door's open. Goats. They are so bad. Look at them. Eating any leaves off of that bush. Sorry, I know it's not focusing. Come on, babies. They have a whole field. You lost one of your birds. Oh, I'm sorry. Get back in, babies. No, everyone stay in. You guys can go out in the field if you want to go out. Not running around the yard. Guess I left this door open. I don't even remember leaving it open. It's more like a, yeah, it's kind of like a golf cart. It doesn't really do any off-roading. It actually tips pretty easily. Unfortunately, we found that out by experience. Come in, babies. Why did you all escape? They don't come when called. Unless they think that you're going to feed them or they want to come. No, ma'am, you're not getting back out. I just got you back. Oh, you were the buckling. No, sir. Everybody's back in. Good job, babies. I'm going to start putting them away. Otherwise, they're going to stay out here and tear apart this whole room. I don't know how people have them like loose in their yard because they're very destructive. Look at what a cute baby this is. Yes, you are very handsome. He also has blue eyes. Oh, good morning, Gracie. Yes, it's good to have you back. paintings too, and I think they have some very good inspiration. Oh, I'd love to see it. These goats are being extra naughty today. Extra, extra. Trying to think if any of these are the ones that I already gave the pneumonia vaccine to. I wrote it down, but I left it in the house. So Willow has been studying for a driver's test. And apparently you don't need an appointment here in Indiana. You can just show up and take the written test. So she was kind of toying with the idea of doing it today. Blackberry. So I don't know if she'll feel ready or not. I would guess she's probably ready. She's always been a really good student. And they said it doesn't take very long, like 30-ish minutes. And put some grain out for these babies. Why do you guys knock down everything? Snickers looks just like you, Taffy. No goats are left. All the goats are gone. It's really crazy to me how much Snickers and Taffy look alike because, or not Snickers and Taffy, they're sisters. Snickers and Happy. I don't know if you can see them. Happy's dad is Waylon. Snickers' grandpa is Waylon. So I think it must have skipped the licorice gene, and then Taffy or Snickers looks like that, the silvery grayish roan color, because Happy kind of looks like that. She looked a little more like that when she was younger, but you can really see it a lot up around her neck and underneath her neck. It's kind of a different color for me. I don't really have many goats like this. I'm not keeping a ton of 2-year-olds. I don't plan to keep a ton, but Happy is one that I'm keeping. And if you look over the top, you'll see the beautiful wedge shape. That's the reason that I'm keeping her. You see how it's tight right here, comes back and then flares all the way out. She's nice and wide between the hocks. Tons of width. She's got nice flatness in her rump. So I do plan to keep her for at least another year. She had a doe kid last year out of goose. She actually had buck doe twins. I did sell the buck. See how she's not as wedge shaped? She's kind of the same width. This isn't a good picture of Happy, but as she's straight, you see more of a wedge shape than with Blackberry. Yes, they all have names. All my does are registered. Not all the baby bucklings are, but all the bucks that I keep to breed are registered. So they have to have a registered name anyway, but sometimes their registered name ends up being different than their barn nickname. I do still have Mocha. He is becoming a menace, just like the black buckling, because he's obsessed with eating. He tries to steal all the bottles from everybody. He already had his bottle this morning. Hi, Mocha. He's now 8 weeks old. He'll be 9 weeks old on Friday. He still gets 2 bottles a day, plus all the grain that he eats when he's out. Hi, Tiny. Well, Tiny, you didn't want to get milked earlier, but now you want to jump up here and get petted. Hi, Taffy. Hopefully we don't get rain today and they can go out and run around. Since they were dying to go out and run around the yard, maybe they can go out into their field and run around. Hi, Blue. Are you enjoying the barrel? Hi, Crumble. Crumble and Mocha have the same dad, so you can tell their face looks very similar. Different dams, though. Pancake never did accept him. He was out earlier, but he was terrorizing everybody. I now have 3 other babies that I bottle feed. Well, usually 4. So trying to bottle feed with Mocha in the room is not fun because he tries to steal everything. Okie dokie. So what happens with their horns? Some goats are naturally polled. I do not have any that are polled. So they're all disbudded, usually before 2 weeks of age. After they're disbudded, they don't grow horns. And since none of my goats have horns, I don't want a horn goat in that would beat everyone up. They also can't be shown in the American Dairy Goat Association shows with horns. Alrighty guys, well I guess I'm gonna jump off and go feed my bucks. Thank you for joining me on this Monday. Hopefully I'll catch you some other time this week. If not, I hope you have a really great week. Bye everyone. Bye Paw Bones. Bye JB. Bye Peter. Bye Gracie. Bye Mom. Bye Paw Bones. Oh, I said that already.